Welcome to the eagerly awaited Part 7 of Dragon Quest II playthrough in Japanese, translated on Super Famicom. So just a reminder for everybody, through the text boxes, they're set up in three translation styles. So we've got the original kanji, the Romaji translation, the direct English translation, and then at the bottom we have my interpretation of what the text box is actually saying. You'll see the different colors in the text boxes. The blue denotes a kanji character, the brownish red color is a katakana character, and then white is traditional hiragana. So we begin our journey today exploring the castle of Osterfair, and just now stepping through the travel door to see where that goes. Now that we've got a gold key, we can actually access all kinds of places in the world through this travel door network. This particular one is taking us to, looks like the shrine just south of Midenhall. So there we are. Back to Osterfair though. Gonna go and see what this suspicious black space here in the wall leads to, and I can't walk through it, but sure enough there's a door. And we're in the back room of the weapon shop, and this guy doesn't seem to like that very much. Surprise, surprise. But let's see what's in these treasure chests. That for some reason he doesn't seem to mind me just helping myself to Gaia's armor. That's actually pretty nice, at least for this level. So I'll just equip that once we get a minute. Of course it goes to Maria, so I'll get that around. And a holy knife, which is well, not so exciting. But I guess I could just put it back since apparently my inventory is all filled up. Alright, now we're in the great courtyard of the castle, talking to everybody else, still talking about that treasure. Well, I already got that, so not a big deal. And the echoing flute, already got that, so, well, guess we didn't need all the hints that are on offer here. And we got a guy basically guarding the weapon shop, looking for Gaia's armor. I wonder where that might be. I'm sure that guy has it. Just keep looking. Don't worry. You'll get it eventually. Thanks for getting out of my way. Alright, we got a woman standing here. And, okay, she's at the bank. Dump my gold so I don't get it stolen from me. If I recall, that is a possible thing that can happen in this castle if I'm not careful. And let's see, anything good here? Pretty much is what it is. So, on and up. See what else we can learn. That was definitely some good advice. Got my bloated inventory here, lots of junk I'm carrying, so maybe I'll sell off a little bit. Make a bit of room. Looks like I've got quite a bloated inventory indeed, so just take a minute here to get this cleaned up so I can actually pick up some more things. Lots of treasure hunting to do in today's exploration. Alright, the guy armor was a pretty good upgrade for me at this point, and we'll hold on to that. So, now that that's all ready to go, let's go and continue our exploration of the town. I actually still have quite a bit more junk I'm carrying. I keep being a little slow reading the Japanese names for everything, so it takes me a minute to recognize what I want to actually sell, what I want to get rid of, so just working through it. And we have a little soldier in jail for 10 years, huh? Get the gold key? Okay. I'll take that under advisement. Keep apparently not going to places in the right order, so I get all the clues for how to find things after I've already got them. And the fortune teller. I have no idea if this guy's really useful. I don't really talk to him much. So, I guess, maybe? North. What I seek is north. What is north of here? Midenhall, I guess? Yeah, so, not really sure what that's referring to. Alright, I guess we'll just do our little audience with the king and his bunny girls. Let's see what they have to say. Apparently this is a king that likes to have a good time, entertaining the ladies. And a stadium. Well, I guess sort of. If that's what the king likes, watching people do battle. Yeah, Delcondel, that's the name in the Japanese version for Osterfair. I do like rewards, so maybe I'll see what kind of reward we're talking about. I'll just go stand in the middle of the stadium and get a reward for that. Good deal. Oh no! It's a beast coming to get me! Alright, the killer tiger, I think I can handle him. Let's take him down and see what we get. apparently my fight was magnificent, so since I'm the first, what do I get? The Moon Crest, alright. Another one in the bag. We did hear a rumor that the king had such a thing, so we're getting going. I think we're, what's that, the third quest? Let's check it out. Third crest. Alright, so I think that means 3 more to go, or is it 5? I can't remember if there's 5 or 6. But either way, well on the way. Let's go heal up again after that killer tiger encounter and see what comes next. Now that Osterfair has been explored, take a quick peek around the island just to make sure there's nothing else exciting here. And then off to Wellgarth. There's definitely more for us to do and pick up there. And after that, I think there's only one more town left that we haven't visited, so this might be the trifecta, this particular video. We'll just wrap up all the town visits and figure out what little side quests people have for us. See how far we can get with those as part of part 7. And just another note, if you haven't watched any of the previous videos in this session, I do have monster battles on fast forward, so I don't have to spend time translating each and every one of those repetitive text boxes. The first 3 parts, I do have monster battles in their entirety if you wish to watch those to see how the flow of the battle works, but otherwise, unless it's a special battle of some kind, I'm just going to blitz it through and keep going. It also helps make the video not be, or the series not be 20 hours long. It could be otherwise if I played everything just at normal speed. And here we have a little entrance into this continent from the side, so this is where we can start our walking trip over to the town of Walgarth. A little bit different than some of the other towns in Dragon Quest II, but you'll see soon enough. Here we go. I actually think the icon for the town probably isn't very well representative of what it's supposed to look like. But that said, it is what it is. Alright, contrary to the way the town looks from the world map, there's not a bustling metropolis here, just a single cabin with a lonely guy wondering where everybody went, and a locked door, and some kind of basement there, so just see the dog isn't particularly informative, so good thing I have a gold key. I can open the door, see what's down the stairs, so let's dive in and see. And whoa, a whole metropolis down here. So what's going on? Pelpoi, that's the Japanese name for Wellgarth. And here we are. So yeah, the town's very close to Rhone or Runderikia, so that's where Hargon lives. The residents here clearly decided being out in the open isn't a good idea, so they moved their town underground to avoid the curse of Hargon. Looking at our weapon shop here, it's definitely one with some very expensive but pretty good stuff. So maybe we'll have to do a little saving to acquire a few of these items, but it's well worth it. And that'll be part of our objectives today. To save up that gold. There's a few other shops here that sell some pretty unique things too, so just explore the town a bit. Alright, the flying clothes, or water flying cloth. That's a big deal. It's going to take us a fair bit of work to acquire that. And of course the village of Tipa is not easy to get to either, so there'll be a little bit of a portion of this video devoted to those things. Alright, this tool shop has this mysterious blank spot in the items you can purchase. So who told me about it? I don't know. You did, I guess, by showing me this blank spot. So what is it? What is it? Sell it. We'll take it. Kind of a secret how much money it costed, so hopefully I have enough. Alright, Dow's got it. 2,000 gold disappeared from my account, but look at that. I now have whatever this mysterious item was. And spoiler alert, it's the jailer's key. So we now have all the core keys in the game. Oh, this is the guy that was supposed to tell me about the jailer's key. Oh well. Again, I jumped the gun. Who can resist finding out what the blank spot in a tool shop actually is? I never could. Alright, so this one is the boring tool shop. No blank spaces, just regular run-of-the-mill schlock. I don't think there's anything there that I need at the moment. So I'll continue chatting. Here's the bank. I guess if I want to buy any of that fancy expensive stuff at the weapon shop when I finish exploring, I can come back and pull out the gold I already have and see if that'll get me anywhere. Oh, and we have the rich person who thinks I am the help. Wants to know where the bath is. Well, this isn't that kind of hotel, lady. What do you think this is? And you shouldn't be talking to your betters like that anyway. So, see you later. Ooh, it is an expensive inn, though. Maybe you should have a bath. Ooh, I haven't played a lottery for a while. I bet I have a few tickets kicking around. Take a couple rolls and see what we get. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my goodness. That's like actually a thing. I might have won something. 5th prize, an herb. Oh my god. I think I would have rather just get the extra ticket for the booby prize. A rocky mountain was smashed at the foot of Urukai. I guess that must suggest Hargon, the devil, is quite powerful. He's smashing entire mountains. Here we've got Luke, can't remember anything. But the priest saved him because he was lying on the coast. Now, I think there's some kind of connection between this guy and Zahan, I'm assuming, because the monsters attack him and all that. Remember, the monsters smash the fleet of all the fishers, and the ladies waiting in Zahan don't know their men are coming back. So maybe, just maybe, one of their guys is still alive. And that guy's not going to tell me much, so just keep moving along. Okay, let's take a bit of cash out of the bank here and see if I can actually afford any of the good things that they're selling at this weapon shop. This very expensive weapon shop, but 28,000 gold is a pretty healthy balance to have too, so let's go and take a look here. There's some pretty good stuff. This power shield would actually be a really nice boost for Conan. So let's see what I can do with that. And despite all that work, apparently Conan's inventory is full again. So let's deal with that. Alright, Loto's sign or emblem, not really a thing that I need to keep holding on to, I don't think so, now that I got the helmet. So let's just drop that into the bank, make an extra inventory space, and then maybe I can actually get that power shield. And here it is at long last, the power shield equipped, and Conan is no longer sucky, or at least less sucky, so hopefully he won't just die as soon as a monster looks at him too hard anymore. Ooh, I love that sound. So it's time for Maria to hit level 14. It's a good little agility boost. Actually, not a bad defense boost either. So maybe she'll get a little bit tougher moving forward too. No new spells this round, but at least we got that little bit. And here we are. Might as well just pick up a World Tree Leaf since I'm literally standing right here. Since I had to use that last one to rescue Conan from his chikungunya disease or whatever it was he got in Baran. And now that we got that on hand, let's do a little bit of battles and continue our exploration. As I'm passing through, let's do a quick pit stop here in Zahan. I don't know of any specific business I have here right now. I know I could use the Jailer's Key to go and explore the temple there, but I can't 100% remember what that's all about, and since I don't have any specific mission pointing me there yet, I'll come back another time to do that one. But yeah, I'm just taking my little spin around, seeing if there was any other gold doors or anything else that I forgot about, but it looks like no. So that's it for this Zahan tour. Okay, now that I got the Jailer's Key, I'm going to start exploring the towns we've been previously, so I just typically go in order. So that means back to Midenhall. So making my way down there. But there's also this little shrine here I've never visited, just on an island, so let's go and see what that's all about. We've got a priest sitting here. Is this one of those churches? No. Do I have an evil god statue? I do not have an evil god statue. So apparently if I did, I should go to Rome, and we did hear that that is a way to get into Rome. So if I don't have it, if I go to the swamp and hold the statue up, it'll make that happen. Great. So if I don't have an evil statue, what do I do? It's in a deep cave in the middle of the sea. Alright, I heard rumors of this sea cave, and I think, yeah, we need that moon fragment to enter, and that's in the village of Tipa. So I guess that's the last town I haven't explored, so I'll go there. But first things first, let's do my Jailer Key run, so off to Midenhall. And if I recall, there were some jailer doors in the dungeon area. Somebody that was offering to offer me something real good if I opened his jail cell, and then there was this sort of guy in a really sketchy little island buying some stuff, so we'll see what all that's about. And it's a triumphant return to Midenhall. I've got all the keys in hand, so let's head down to that dungeon and see what might be lurking for me behind the jailer door. Just gotta go head down the stairs. So first stop, this dude. I guess I don't really need a jailer key because I already got it, but let's open the door and see what he has to say. Better be good. I committed a felony for you. The life crest is in the cave under Kiev. Well, it is good to know, so I guess I don't have to destroy myself trying to find all the crests before I go heading to Rome, but otherwise, that's pretty much not that exciting. So, head off to Leftwin and Canuck and continue our Jailer Key tour. Canuck Castle also had a dungeon, so let's take a look and see what we can find here. We were able to talk to everybody through the bars, so maybe or maybe not they'll change their tune once they taste the sweet sucker of freedom, but let's find out. This guy has changed his tune in no ways at all, so he apparently doesn't recognize his ability to kind of run away and get out, so that's fine. We'll just leave him be. And let's try this other one. Nope, still feels justified in stealing and all that, so you can enjoy your rest of the world in the dungeon. And with that, it seems like there's no more Jailer Key items to do here in Canuck, so on our way. Alright, since I'm just passing by, we can go through the Southern Shrine here and visit the Traveler Maze again. And now that I don't think I've done that since I had the gold key, so I can open up a few doors, make sure I understand where everything connects. I'm sure there's a few sages and randos that I can chat with and see if I can learn anything new. So, on our way into the Great Wide Open. One I don't think I've talked to yet, so let's see what he's got to say. He's excited that I have the gold key, of course. Everybody that's in there, he wants to borrow it so he can go and see what's going on. He wants to go see one time. I guess I was probably supposed to get him from the other side, so he would use the gold key to open that door himself, but oh well. There he goes, he gave me the gold key back, and he's headed out to explore the world of travel doors, so that's exciting. And here's a shrine I haven't been to yet either. I don't know exactly where this is, so maybe I'll consult my world map when I finish clearing these guys out of the way. Alright. Where in the world is my party now? Up in that northwestern corner, so just above Leonport. And yeah, so not somewhere that's terribly exciting for me to be, and definitely don't want to just battle weak cold monsters for no reason to wander around, so head back into the maze. Excitement to deal with the juicy bit of information that the guy gave me when I opened his jail cell. I forgot to deal with the other jail cell in the dungeon here in Midenhall, so let's just close that loop. I'm going to head back down and see what the guy on his little island has to say before I continue my Jailer's Key quest. I'm glad the king is happy to know his, I guess, is it niece or cousin or something, is in good shape, so now he's volunteered to be Maria's father, so I guess that means she's now my sister, so I guess that's cool, even though for some reason we never really met each other before, but yeah, let's just keep it rolling. Those damaged floors hurt a bit, so make sure step guard's in place before going there. Then open the door and see what Mr. Guy wants to tell me. I'm taking him out of here. He appreciates that, really? Dead bodies Lord Argon is a souvenir. So he's clearly a very bad one, not just a pickpocket. And now that I know he's in fact an evil clown, I will destroy him. And then we can save this jail cell for somebody else that's maybe a more traditional type of guy. I'm excited to stop spell work. That's probably going to save me a little bit of grief down the road. So, nothing to do but just pound on him until he's mush. So the Devil Priest, Evil Clown dropped the Lightning Staff. So that's actually kind of an interesting item. It's probably the most extreme thing I can sell in the game. It's worth a ton of money. And if you've ever read any forums, there's actually an exploit that you can do here where if I go save with the king, turn the game off, I can actually come back and fight him again, get another staff. So you can kind of do that as many times as you want and build up this huge sum of money. I'm not really into doing things that way, so I'm not going to bother with it, but I'm just going to use it, because it's also one of the best items that Maria can equip, and it's pretty kick-ass to use as an item in battle also. So definitely worth the pickup, and I'm glad I finished the Jailer Key tour here, rather than just forgetting about that altogether. And on to the next destination. So in the interest of carrying on where I left off, since Canuck was the last Jailer Key quest I did, Hamlin will be next, since that was the next town in line. I don't know if you remember, but Hamlin, after the Gold Key visit, you could go down in that little tunnel underneath the lake to visit the old man on the island, and there was in fact a little prison cell in there with a few monsters inside it. So if I go, I can probably kill those monsters, and maybe they'll have some kind of treasure for me. It always feels like all roads lead to Hamlin, so here I am again for yet another visit. I'm gonna just get myself ready since I know there's monsters down there. I'm gonna rest up at the inn, I'll go and save at Mr. Old Man, and then I'll head down into the basement. Here we are in the little tunnel. Open the door. Not the chattiest of the monsters I've dealt with, so let's just take them out. Oswards. So these are a little step up from the gremlins that I was dealing with in the previous town battles. So let's just see what I can do to take them out. I don't think they're super tough. There we go, one down already. And Bibiru number B is gone too, so we're all done. Not a bad amount of experience points though. So that's pretty chill. Alright, and what do we have? We have the water emblem, water crest, whatever. So now that's number 4. Really getting these things racked up. So I can't remember if there's only one more or 2 more, but I'd say that part of the quest is coming to a near conclusion. Okay, we've been hearing a lot about the village of Tipa, so I think that's the next place to go. In English games, it's called Tuhn, so we're going to head down there. And it is a bit of a tricky place to get to, so I'm going to do my best to not die, and we'll see how it goes. There's the chimes again. It's Dao's turn, up to level 20. So this is not a bad one. A nice boost in strength, agility, not so great on defense. A ton of HP though, so that's awesome. And it's a double hitter, so Conan, level 18. Not the greatest stat increases so far. A little bit there. Ooh, but Firebane, that's a big deal. That's actually going to help a lot for getting to Tuhn, because the battles through there are pretty epic. And Firebane is a nice spell because it's the first one I think I've had that impacts the entire enemy onslaught, no matter what. It doesn't matter how they're grouped; they just all get hit, and it's quite powerful. So that'll definitely make a big difference. Okay, so this is the first part of the challenge of getting into Tuhn or Tipa. We've got a bit of a river maze, so we've got to find out where in this maze we want to get off the ship to be able to actually get into the town. And as you can see, there's some not nice beasts in the way here. It's a fairly intense little spot, so gotta find my way through the maze and not die. So it's a good combo. And honestly, I don't entirely remember what the proper route is. Clearly not this. There's a bit of a dead end there. We go down. The town's a little over to the right of where I am now, so I'm going to try to find my way in that direction. And despite the power shield, Conan refused to survive, so I'm going to have to use up that World Tree Leaf already. I do like to have one on hand, so I'll have to go pick up another one at some point, but at least for now, I don't have to go all the way back to like Hamlin or Bran or something to restore him before getting that all back. So I'm going to backtrack a little here, because there's two river entrances, maybe this wasn't the right one, and I'll see if I can find the right route on the other side. And that was Firebane. As you can see, it does a pretty big whammy. Makes these guys in this area a lot easier, especially when there's a big mob of them. Alright, there's the town. Not super accessible from this location. Got this annoying little sandbar blocking the river, so I can't sail down to that area. There's a bit off to the right there too. But it actually looks like I probably did need to be on the other river channel that I was on the first time, so I can kind of go up and around that little mountain range between me and where the town is. Okay, I think I'm finally on the right path here. Just gotta be able to get around this, over those mountains to the top, and then I can sort of loop my way back around to the village and see what's going on over there in Tipa, since everybody is talking about it as this wonderful place with moon fragments and water gates and all kinds of crazy stuff. At the same time, it looks like Maria has now upgraded her heal ability, so I have just heal all. So no matter how damaged I get, I can use that one spell and go back to full health immediately. So that's pretty much the max we're going to get in terms of at least an individual heal spell. I can't remember if Dragon Quest II has multiple heals on a single spell. I don't think so. So that actually might be the top healing spell that we get. And here we are, approaching Tuhn, Tipa. So let's go in and see what is going on here. Got the little old man town greeter. Thank you much. Definitely feel welcome now. Maker of feather robes. So it is a very confusing thing to translate. So the water flying cloth is the primary thing we're trying to make here, but there seems to be a very loose set of translations for what that actually represents. Here's just your run-of-the-mill church, nothing special here. Here's another mention of this moon fragment. Apparently it's in a tower. And the stone has some kind of power. We know it has to do with getting into the old sea cave. So that's kind of cool. Get a bit more info there. Our weapon shop. Nothing super crazy here, I don't think. Wellgarth definitely had more advanced stuff, so nothing specific that we need to worry about on this front. And this is a very irritating little path. I do that all the time. You actually walk out of the town rather than just move forward. So try it again just a little more carefully. There we go. And here's that Watergate Key that I got in Wellgarth. So this is apparently where it belongs. I'm sure it'll be helpful. Yeah, there's that moon tower again, south of this village. So we'll head our way down there soon, I'm sure. Used to be able to go there by boat, but can't now. Because of that sandbar that was blocking the river. Watergate Key, sandbar, they couldn't be related. This one I don't really know if I was translating this correctly. So there's something a little missing there in nuance, I think, into what she's trying to say, but I did my best. That's all I can say. And here we have Don Mahame. Came to this village to retire. Do we need something? I think we probably do. He's the famous water flying cloth guy. But apparently he doesn't really want to help me right now. So I guess nothing really else for me to do here right now. Here's a guy dreaming about Mr. Watergate Key Thief. Apparently he was complaining that he wasn't fast enough to prevent him from escaping. The old tool shop. Again, pretty boring, nothing special here. And that's exactly what I want. Get rid of that soundbar with the gate. And apparently he's a senile old coot. But I guess he's telling me what I need to know, regardless. And thank goodness we have the jailer key. Let's head down the stairs. And this looks like a Watergate. Just have to remember what the mechanism for actually opening it is. Not search, not door. Maybe I just have to actually use the key. And so it is. Nice. Looks like all this dry area is becoming wet. It's funny how this little tiny room of water is able to flood this entire zone, but that's cool. Doesn't look any different up here, but I guess that's okay. There's one more guy over here to talk to. This is Gina's friend. So I don't really quite understand this either. I think this is part of that same missing nuance that I didn't quite get when I was talking to Gina. But again, do my best. I guess I'm just not going to tell her that he's there or something. So, fair enough. Now that we've seen all the wonders that Tuhn has to offer, we can move on. Alright, so we know to get the water flying cloth, the Don Mahone really wants two things, and we've kind of picked that up from clues throughout the game. We need to have the dew yarn, which is a key item, and then we need to have his magic loom. So those two things, he'll probably be willing to come out of retirement just this one time to make us that item. So one of the clues, we know the dew yarn falls from the sky in the Dragon's Horn. The little sewing shop lady in, where was that? I think it was in Tenniel told me that. So I came here once and in a previous video and did not succeed. So this time I cheated and looked up so I know exactly where to go. So let's just climb up the stairs, grab that dew yarn, and be finished with this tower for the rest of the game. Alright, there's the thread. So now that I have that safely in my inventory, next is the Magic Loom, and I can't remember where we heard this, but the Magic Loom seems to be locked away in Zahan, so I'm gonna head over there now, and I guess we'll have to deal with that scary temple in the back, and see if we can find that loom in there. Okay, here back in Zahan, now actually ready to do the jailer key visit. So we've got the temple here in the back, there's 2 jail doors behind this, and then a whole lot of damage floor. So let's just rest at the inn real quick, and then we can walk to the back. Definitely a situation where we're going to want to do some step guards before I head into there. Just a quick little buzz around, make sure I'm not missing anything else, but I don't think so. Yeah, the tool shop here wasn't really very interesting. Alright, away we go. Ramana. And there it is, first try, Holy Loom. Holy Loom, Batman. It's a Holy Loom. Get those threads woven together into the most wonderful fly. More step guard, of course, and over the other side. What do we got over here? Nori no Yubiwa, the prayer ring. So that's awesome. Prayer rings are pretty cool. They can actually allow me to restore my MP, but I have to use them judiciously because, of course, at some point it will just break and not be useful anymore. But in a pinch, that's definitely an awesome way to keep things moving. This is one of those clues I was talking about earlier about the Lagos side quest to get the Watergate Key. So this guy gives me one of those clues. I'm not sure if it's that useful a clue, but at least now I know he was supposed to be in a jail cell. So we've already done that, and we're all good. So back to the village of Tuhn, so that we can now hand over those nice items to Dalmanoy and see if he will be so kind as to make for me the waterflying cloth without setting me on some other bizarre side mission. Unfortunately, now that the river channel's been filled, it is so much easier to get to the town, and there's that tower that they were talking about to the south. So let's head into the village and give over these items and get our waterflying cloth. And here he is. So I've got all the cool tools together. It seems like the job's very important, so he'll do it. Thank you. It'll take time. I need to pick it up in a day. So there's a lot of debate online about what actually triggers this day to occur. I don't think it's good enough just to go to the inn in town and come back. So I'm just going to go and do something and then I'll come back and pick it up after kind of the next little clock tick, I guess. So in the meantime, I'm going to probably say we're getting close to the end of the journey for the day. So to recap, we've managed to get an exploration of Osterfair. We got the moon crest there. We went through Wellgarth. We got the Jailer's Key and the Watergate Key. We went through Tuhn, and we got all the items for the water flying cloth, so that's under construction. So now I'm just going to talk to this old guy, save my game, and hit the end. A few things that we know we need to do still is the moon tower. We need to do the sea cave. We need to wake up Rubus, and then we'll need to deal with the road to Rhone and all that good stuff. So definitely more to come, but we'll keep on rolling our round through the game. I actually had intended to say no. I did want to rest. Just give my old Famicom a little bit of a break and get ourselves nice and bushy-tailed for the next adventure. So in the meantime, please feel free to like, subscribe, do any of those fun social media things if you're enjoying any of these videos. And again, always happy to hear if anybody has some input or anything where I haven't translated very well. It's all very exciting to me. And we'll come back and pick it up in part 8 very soon. Have a good night, everybody.